Hi guys, finally a new video on my channel today after I have finished the last work on the F4 Corsair. Now a video for our model railroad friends and fans. As I told you, I occasionally build something on a North American switching layout, especially Canadian Northern. So today I want to show you how to transform a Walthers, a grain hopper, from a plain plastic model into a sleek and aged wagon. For information, the next video of the F4 Corsair is already in the making, so have fun with it. Yeah, the first step is to carefully wash the model with warm soapy water to remove any residues from the molds and prevent the paint from peeling off. Then mask off any area that need to be touched up with masking tape, and we are ready to change the color. A very simple but ingenious effect to show faded color is to add some white to the clear coat or clear varnish and then fade the model in thin and slowly building layers. The key here is to be patient and not apply too many layers at once. It is better to apply several thin layers that have also had the opportunity to dry. So keep in mind, the slower the better. So to make the model more interesting, you can repaint the covers during the drying phase. According to a reference picture, they are made of plastic and are usually painted white. In order to give the model more contrast and depth, I decided to contrast the raised areas with color. I choose a light green for this. For a blue car, use a lighter blue. For a yellow car, a lighter yellow. At first it looks a bit exaggerated, but after the weathering, the effect is significantly reduced. To add more realism to the model, I decided to add some graffiti. At first I thought about painting them by hand, but then I found some really great decals from microscale models. You do have to rework them a bit as they reach their limits due to the many raised and recessed areas, and tear easily when you apply maybe a mark fit from Tamiya. So it's a good stuff, but you have to repaint it by hand a little bit, but it's great stuff in my opinion. So it gives the model more contrast and realism. Once we have allowed everything to dry thoroughly and applied a coat of clear varnish, we can start the chipping process. It's important that you use a very fine foam, otherwise the effects will not be true to size. Tear off a small piece, put it into the chipping paint, dab it properly on a piece of paper and carefully start modeling the areas where you want to have chipping. Keep in mind, chipping takes time and patience. you can quickly overdo it and ruin weeks or months of work. As always, less is more. Touch up the deliveries with some distance. Scratches can be applied with a fine brush. It is important to clean the brush regularly and use fresh paint. This is a quite easy method just to make a really realistic effect on your model. Now that you have chipped your model the way you like it, we naturally need to smooth out the hard edges and soften the rust effect a little, just like in reality. To do this, we use oil paints. In this case, I used oil paints from Abteilung 502, brown tones like raw amber and burnt amber. Apply these colors with a small brush and blend it with a odorless thinner. You can take your time with all paints. You can still touch up over the next few days, and that is also an important point. You have to sculpt the rust, so several presses over several days, and take your time. Now let's move on to the grids. To give the model a little more liveliness here too, I decided to design them as galvanized running surfaces. The metal paints from Vallejo are a really good option here. You can leave them in a green color, blue color, whatever you want. From my opinion, it's more interesting, what it gives more depth and more vitality to the model. After we have allowed everything to dry thoroughly, and I'm really talking about several days, we can turn our attention to soiling in the underframe. I used a very diluted paint from Tamiya and sprayed the model with a light mist of paint in several passes. It depends on your imagination how dirty the car should be, and it's up to you, whatever you like. To give the bogies a rusty look, I use a mixture of different pigment tones. Here too, it is advisable to look for reference pictures on the internet. Rust has many colors, even if it sometimes looks a little unnatural. Paint the bogies beforehand with either a matte brown or clear varnish, and apply the pigments with a brush, and then you will have a great rust effect. Always remember that clear varnish darkens the pigments further if you want to fix them. Finally, paint the wheel sets. Add the mixture of the colors shown here, plus a coat of the previously mixed pigments, and your aged grain hopper is finished. Just put it together, put it on the track, and admire it. I think the finished result is impressive. Have fun, and thanks for watching. See you next time.